Hi, welcome to Going to Prosper Opinions and everything. So, today we're going to speak about terminals and where to use them. So, starting off, I'll try open up my VS Code. Let's open VS Code so that we can have that. So, I'm gonna try just to open a new project. Yep. I'm gonna try open a new project. Let's new window. So yeah, we open a new window, and then it doesn't matter if we start a text file or whatever. What we need is the terminal window, which you can see at the bottom, and then let's scroll it up. So yeah, so we scroll it up so that you can see. So since we're talking about terminals and where to use them, what type of terminals are there? If you are on Windows, and if you're on a Windows system, you're already familiar with CMD, which is the command, which is the command prompt, and it helps you run some application that does not have a graphical user interface, or they are not on your start tab. So if you have apps that are not on your start tab and you want to run them, you need to use the command prompt. Things like your diskpart, which is an app which helps you partition your disks, hard drives, etc. Create volumes, etc. It's actually a great app that runs on the command prompt or shell, right? So let's talk about more of this and which one do I like, right? So I like Zish. That's why if you can check right here, uh, mine will tell you that this default is shell, terminal shell. It is say it's Simulus. It started on Zish. I use Zish because I feel like it's cutting edge because it does a lot of predictions for you, and it goes with a lot of Ubuntu and Mac commands. So when you do your shortcut commands, kind of like do all the stuff for you, and it's easier to actually add more shortcuts and command to it than the rest of the stuff. And if we come here and check, we'll see here it's written Bash. So Bash is the default that comes with Ubuntu, and yeah, that comes with Ubuntu and Mac. But recent Mac also come with Zish. You can just say Zish, and then on the keyboard, if you say e.g. if you say Zish like this, then yes, then it goes to Zish if it was on Bash, etc. And so the two things kind of help you run your apps. Let's say you want to run because your let's say Angular client or your popular JavaScript frameworks usually have apps to run them, which don't have graphical user interface. So you need to actually go in and input those things from the command. E.g., for Angular, since I'm an Angular developer, I use ng, which is the command. That command runs the Angular CLI and tells it what to do. Common app is npm. Npm is Node Packet Manager, or YAN. These things run on command prompt. So if you want to install packages for your application using these apps, your packet managers, which are apps, you need to actually use them from their terminal. So from the terminal, which my favorite terminal is Zish. And if you're on Windows, try to avoid using PowerShell when you are inside your Visual Studio, because a lot of things will tell you that it's blocked and it's not going to run. And that's a concern. If you're working with somebody else, it's like, no, just say ng-serve. When you do ng-serve, it says no, this is blocked by the administrator, or this is not allowed, and now you don't know what to do, or the pods are closed. Now you can't even open the pods to run your Angular app, because your Angular app it's gonna run a server when you do ngserve. So now it can't do that because as a lot of stuff are disabled, and you can Google and go and enable them. But since it defaults, a lot of stuff are disabled. Just avoid using PowerShell. You can choose CMD or Git Bash, which Git Bash is going to come when you install Git, because Git is an app that you use for source code control or version source version control. So when you install Git itself, it's gonna come with its own terminal called Git Bash, which is more closer to Bash and Zish. So you can use that when you're on Windows Visual Studio Code, or yes, so but e.g. in Visual Studio Code, you can come here and then choose different types of terminals. So you have Bash, you have Zish, and there's one that I have not tried and see what it does. It's a JavaScript debug terminal. I'd like to try it, and after trying it, I'll do a video about it. And then there's Split Terminal. Split Terminal is actually just splitting all different terminals. If you want to run different stuff, you can split the terminal so that you can see the logs from different side. You can split this terminal and etc, and that would be good. Yeah, so that's an introduction to the terminal, which is also called the black screen or the hacker's black screen, because you can, if it's on a full screen, the terminal that is not inside VS Code, if you run it and then you change the color to green, it's kind of awesome to people who don't know tech. They're like, oh, he's a hacker. Then you can run different what's this echoes, where you're echoing green text that are like numbers, random generated, and people will think you are Neo in the Matrix. So that this is a chat and the talk on terminals, and I'm gonna go and see what the JavaScript debug terminal is, and I'm gonna do a video about it. This was Gunda Prosper. Like and subscribe so that you so that you don't miss my videos, and your like and subscribes makes YouTube push this to more people so that they can learn some stuff that I know, just like I learned from other people. And yeah, bye bye.